We're facing a choice between action and the real prospect of economic hardship for millions of Americans.
This from an administration that for months said the economy was vibrant, the financial system strong. The president didn't acknowledge, quote, storm clouds until last December. By then, it was raining.
There's definitely some storm clouds and concerns, but the underpinning is good. And we'll work our way through this period.
Then, with each disastrous job report or capital market crisis, an upbeat assessment. In January,
our economy is flexible, it is resilient.
In February, the president surprised by spiking gas prices.
And what did you say? You're predicting $4 a gallon. That's interesting. I hadn't heard that.
In March, Bear Stearns was in a death spiral, and the Fed brokered its sale.
We're in challenging times, but another thing is for certain that we've taken strong and decisive action.
Our financial institutions are strong. Our investment banks are strong. Our banks are strong. They're going to be strong for many, many years.
In July, IndyMac Bank failed.
I believe we will come through this challenge stronger than ever before.
The three trying to sell this $700 billion rescue didn't see it coming. The Treasury Secretary told NPR last year of the global economy.
It's as strong as I've seen it any time during my business career.
And again last October.
This is happening against the backdrop of an economy that, which in other respects is very solid. So far, there's very little evidence that it's bleeding over into other areas.
As the subprime crisis devolved early last year, the Fed chief.
We do not expect significant spillovers from the subprime market to the rest of the economy or to the financial system.
And now?
This plan is an emergency plan to put out a fire, to resolve a serious crisis which has real Main Street implications.
On this show Tuesday, we were the first to report on what some call socialized capitalism. The idea that our government has created such a huge mess that now it has to use some kind of drastic measures to fix it, to get us out of it. One outspoken Republican says what we've done to ourselves is as bad as what a foreign power would do if they wanted to try and destroy us. So what exactly did our government feel like it had to do today? Listen here to President Bush. This is a president now saying the federal government has to ride in to rescue in historic ways using our money.
Our system of free enterprise rests on the conviction that the federal government should interfere in the marketplace only when necessary. Given the precarious state of today's financial markets and their vital importance to the daily lives of the American people, government intervention is not only warranted, it is essential.
Here are the nuts and bolts of what the government is proposing right now. Let me take you through it. The government buys up all the bad debt now held by financial institutions. All of it. The goal, get the banks to be able to again lend money again. Money buyers might be able to use to start buying up all those millions of unsold homes. The cost, hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars. Hundreds of billions of dollars. I'll say it again, using your tax money. And it better work. President Bush himself acknowledged today all things don't change. We're looking at massive job losses, devastated retirement savings accounts, and further erosion, he goes on to say, in the hopeless housing market. Here is his Treasury Secretary now. This is Henry Paulson just a couple of hours ago.
I am convinced that this bold approach will cost American families far less than the alternative.
Mr. Secretary, I don't normally tweak people, especially someone I respect like you. I noticed in your comments you ad hoc, if you will, regarding the bazooka comment. I do want to remind you that the theory behind the bazooka was that if you have a bazooka in your pocket and the markets know that you have it, you will never have to use it. I would like to point out that you not only pulled it out of your pocket and used it, huge amounts of ammunition was pulled out of the taxpayer arsenal to solve that. I think you've done some very deft things, and I compliment you on that. But the point is that things don't always work out the way people in their best efforts think they're going to work out. And I have to tell you, if we were part of a venture board, if you will, up here, listening to what is really today a concept. This is not really a deal. I think most of us, in dealing with our own money, would say, you know, come back and talk to us when you can put a little meat on the bones. Okay?
Talk about the inmates running the asylum. These guys were in denial the whole way. They don't understand the fundamentals of economics. They have no idea why we're in this mess. In fact, they're the ones that lit the fire.
Things happen very fast. If we don't have a bailout, the market went down 8% or so on Monday. Those kinds of declines will continue. Credit will dry up for farmers. We'll have 30-40% unemployment like that. And then we'll have total government control of this economy. A dictatorship, maybe.
The only way they can pass this bill is by creating and sustaining a panic atmosphere. That atmosphere is not justified. Many of us were told in private conversations that if we voted against this bill on Monday, that the sky would fall, the market would drop 2,000 or 3,000 points the first day, another couple thousand the second day, and a few members were even told that there would be martial law in America if we voted no. That's what I call fear-mongering.